All right, let's dive into the one subject that touches pretty much every part of your life, but somehow it was completely missing from your high school classes: your money. It's time to get the financial education you should have gotten years ago.
I mean, think about it. You probably remember learning that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, right? Awesome. But what about the powerhouse of your life? When it came to things like managing your money, building wealth, or making smart financial choices, school just went quiet. And if that's frustrating, you're not the only one who feels that way.
And here's the proof. If you feel a little lost when it comes to money, guess what? You are in the majority. Recent studies show that only half, 50% of American adults can pass a basic financial literacy test. That means most people are just kind of flying blind, and that stops for you right now. Okay, so where do we even begin? Well, before you can map out a route to get where you want to go, you have to know exactly where you're starting from. Let's get a super clear snapshot of your financial now. Honestly, it all comes down to three key numbers. You put these three together and they give you the whole story of your financial health. They are your net worth, your monthly cash flow, and your financial runway. Let's break them down one by one.
First up is your net worth. Think of this as your ultimate financial scorecard. It's pretty simple. Just add up everything you own of value, like cash, investments, your car, and then subtract everything you owe. Think student loans, credit card debt, and hey, don't get discouraged if that number feels small. The median net worth for people under 35 is less than $39,000. This is just your baseline, your starting point.
Number two is your monthly cash flow. This is the engine of your entire financial life. You just take your total income for the month and subtract your total expenses. Is the number positive? Great, you're moving forward. Is it negative? Okay, you're slipping backward. This one number tells you which direction you're headed every single month.
And you might think a small amount doesn't matter, but check this out. A tiny monthly surplus, we're talking just $300. If you invest that, it can grow to nearly $500,000 in 30 years. That right there is the absolutely life-changing power of positive cash flow.
And finally, there's your financial runway. This is what I call the ultimate peace of mind metric. All you do is take your total liquid savings, that's money you can get your hands on fast, and divide it by your monthly expenses. That tells you exactly how many months you could get by if your income just vanished tomorrow.
And if you're wondering why this is so important, get this. The Federal Reserve found that 37% of adults couldn't even cover a $400 emergency without going into debt or selling something. A solid runway is your shield. It protects you from all the curveballs life is going to throw at you.
Okay, so now you know exactly where you stand. The next step is to build a rock-solid defense. This is all about creating stability and security. It's about making sure you can handle any storm so you can build your wealth on a really firm foundation.
Your defensive toolkit has three essential components. First, a spending plan. And yes, that's just a better word for a budget. Second, a safety net, which is your emergency fund. And third, a smart strategy to get rid of any high-interest debt for good.
First off, let's just reframe the word budget, okay? A good spending plan isn't about telling you no. It's about giving you permission to say yes and spend money on the things you actually value while still crushing your goals. You can use simple rules like 50-30-20. 50% for your needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings. It makes it so much easier.
Think about it. You wouldn't drive your car without insurance, right? So why would you try to navigate your financial life without a safety net? An emergency fund is non-negotiable. The goal is 3 to 6 months of living expenses, and you should keep it in a high-yield savings account. That's just an online account that pays you way more interest than a regular bank, so your safety net is actually working for you.
Now, trying to save and invest when you're carrying high-interest debt, it's just a losing battle. It's like trying to fill a bucket that has a giant hole in the bottom. That interest you're paying is draining your money away faster than you can possibly put it in.
So how do you get rid of it? Well, there are two main methods. The debt snowball is all about motivation. You pay off your smallest debts first to get these quick psychological wins. Then there's the debt avalanche. It's the most efficient way, mathematically. You target your highest interest debts first to save the most money. So which one is best? Honestly, the one you'll actually stick to.
All right, with your defense locked in, it is time for the fun part. It's time to go on offense. This is where we fire up the engine that's going to build real, long-term wealth and give you financial freedom.
The magic behind all of this comes from one incredibly powerful concept: compound interest. Einstein supposedly called it the eighth wonder of the world. Basically, it's when you earn returns not just on your original money, but on the returns you've already made. It starts out slow, but over time, it becomes this unstoppable force that just builds and builds your wealth. And the impact of starting early is, well, it's staggering. Just look at this. Someone who invests just $100 a month, starting at age 25, can end up with hundreds of thousands of dollars more than someone who starts with the exact same amount at age 35. That 10-year delay is unbelievably expensive. Your greatest asset isn't picking the right stocks, it's time.
So how do you get started? Don't overthink it. Keep it simple. Step 1. If your job offers a 401k match, put in enough to get the full amount. It is literally free money, an instant 100% return. Step 2. Open up a Roth IRA. The money in there can grow completely tax-free for retirement. And step 3. Just use simple, low-cost index funds. You don't need to be a Wall Street genius, I promise.
So you have the knowledge now. But knowledge with action is, well, it's useless, right? This last step is all about turning everything we've talked about into a real system that just runs on autopilot.
Look, real success comes from having good systems, not just from having willpower. And the system is so simple. First, you automate everything, your savings, your investments, so the money moves before you even have a chance to spend it. Second, track your progress every few months to see how far you've come and stay motivated. And third, be ready to adjust the plan as your life changes.
And just remember, building wealth is absolutely a marathon, not a sprint. It's not about one big, heroic move. It's about all the small, consistent actions. Saving a little each month, investing a little each month, repeated over and over and over again for years. That is the real secret.
So, there you have it. You now have the blueprint. That gap in knowledge that made money feel confusing, it's gone. The only gap left is the one between knowing what you need to do and actually doing it. Your entire financial future is going to be shaped by what you do next. So what's it going to be?